Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will basically show you how to export multiple JPG or PNG images into a GIF-like animation. So this is basically an application that I developed, image to GIF converter in Node.js and Express. So in this live stream we will build this application, web application in Node.js and Express. So this is the interface of the application. We have basically a choose file button, and if you basically click this button, you will be able to select multiple images here. You can select multiple images, and then we have a simple delay option. So here you will need to provide how much delay you want. This is in millisecond. So let's suppose if I provide 1000, it is equal to 1 second. So now if you click this convert to GIF button, you will see your GIF animation is constructed, it is generated. Now we have this download button. So if you click this download button, your GIF animation will be downloaded. You can see that. So after 1 second, all the images, this is basically a slideshow. So if you want to construct a GIF, you can basically use this application, and it's a very nice application. And let's suppose if you want to modify this, once again generate GIF animation, select, and after 500 millisecond, so you can see this is 500 millisecond, guys. You will see that now there is less space out there, less time in between the images. You can see it's a GIF which is generated. You can open this in live. So for generating this, guys, we are using a library called as gifencoder. Gifencoder is basically a library which is available for both JavaScript and Node.js. It's a fully open source project. It having 22,000 weekly downloads. So we will be using this to generate the GIF animations, guys, like this from a series of images. So now let's get started. All the source code, guys, is given in the description of the live stream. If you want to get the source code, you can directly purchase the full source code with the full directory structure. After you purchase it from stripe.com, you will get this directory structure. So first of all, what I will do, I will delete all the source code and start from scratch. So let me just delete all that stuff and start from scratch. So first of all, guys, you need to basically make a public folder, and here all your uploads will go. So simply make a public folder, and right here, after you initialize your package.json file by npm init-y, and here we need to install some modules, guys. So I've already done that. As you see, we need to install the module which is Express, which is the backend server. We also need the Malter library for uploads, and we also need the Canvas library for doing this, and also we will need GIF encoder. So these 4 packages are required for this application, guys. So simply install these packages. So after it is installed, what we need to do, we will simply start our index.js file node1. So here, guys, first of all, what we will do, we will instantiate a new Express server. We will say Malter. We will, first of all, we need to start the Express app. We can listen on port 5000. So here, guys, we also need to have EJS as well. If you don't, npm i EJS, it basically it's a template engine. So simply install this also. So now after that we can set the view engine, which is EJS, and then now we can basically load a file. Whenever we go to the home route, we can say that we need to load a template here, response.render index. So we don't need to specify the extension here. So just make a views folder, guys. All your templates will go inside here, index.ejs. So right here, guys, inside this file, there will be a simple form which will be there. So the title will change to images to GIF converter. And basically guys, here we will have a simple form. This form will go to convert, method will be post, and as we are uploading media, we also need encoding type multi-part form data. Inside this form guys, we will have input field type file, and name is equal to images, and it can only be accepting only images, so image/star, so it is required. Then we will basically have the label. So here you will provide your delay in between the images, so this will be in millisecond. So here you need to provide a number value, so input type number, so this will be for the delay. So default value will be, I think, 1000. This is 1000 millisecond is equal to 1 second. So name is equal to frame duration. So after that guys, what we will say, we will simply say export to GIF, and we will say a type will be submit. That's all. This is basically the form guys. And now if you basically go to localhost 5000, what you will see, a form is there, and now we simply need to make this post request. Whenever we do this, we now first of all need to require the Molter library. So here guys, as you see, we have created this public folder. All your files will go right here, uploaded files. So here we need to specify some middlewares, which is app.use. We need to make this folder as static, so express.static public, so this will make this folder as static. And also one more middleware, which is whenever we are working with forms, we need to pass this extended to true. And after that guys, what we need to say, we need to specify the storage for Molter. So Molter.memory storage, we will store the files as buffers, so that's why we are instantiating, we are passing the storage like this. So now we need to make this post request guys, app post / convert, and we will now be passing this middleware. We will uploading multiple images, and whatever name that you have given right here, so we have given images right here, so we will provide here images. We will at max we will be uploading 100 images, so here this is the number here. And after that we have request response. That's all. So after that guys, what we need to do, this will be a async function, just make this as async function. And also we need to require the libraries guys that we installed. First library, we need to install create canvas and load image. So these two methods are available from the canvas library. And also we need to instantiate the GIF encoder library. We need to require the package, which is GIF encoder. That's all. And also guys, we will need these built-in dependencies, which are path and file system. So just require them, file system as well. That's all guys. After that we need to use these libraries in the post request. So first of all, what we will say, we will just say here console log request.files. We will see if the files are uploading or not. So let's suppose if I choose the files here, what happened, let me see. Upload.multiple is not an, multiple is not a, we have array, array is the function, If you refresh now, if you select the images guys and click on this button, so what you will see guys, basically all it is showing you the field name, which is images, and you can see that this is an array here. So the images are uploading right here. So now what we need to do right here, we need to export them into a GIF animation. So what we can do right here, let me just see. Inside this, first of all, we will say the output file name. So output file name we will give here, which is output.gif. This will be constructor. You can even be writing here dynamic name date.now and then output.gif. So this will be completely random. So after that we will say frame duration. So whatever delay that user has. So request.body frame duration. So whatever you have provided the name parameter here, if you see, this needs to be the same. And after, if the user hasn't provided, the default value we will take is 1000. And also guys, we will say, we will instantiate the encoder. So new GIF encoder, and here we will pass 320 by 240. This is basically the width and the height, guys. You can manipulate the width and the height as well of the animation. Here you can just write any sort of width and height, any quality of the GIF animation. GIF stream, and then we will use the file system. We will create write stream, and here we will say path.join dir name public and GIF file name. That's all. So what it will do, guys, it will basically create the output file name, which is output.gif, in the public folder. And after that, doing this, guys, we will use the encoder method, and it basically contains create read stream, and inside this method we will pipe the GIF stream like this. You can see this encoder contains two methods, read stream and write stream. So here we are using the create read stream to basically pipe it into the GIF stream. You can see it will basically create the GIF animation. So it contains the start method, encoder.start. We will start it. It also, we need to say set repeat to 0. So this basically means that the GIF animation will repeat. If you just provide here -1, then it will not repeat. So after that we will set the delay. So we will set the delay here by using this method set delay, and here we will provide the frame duration, whatever you put, and then the quality, set quality. So image quality will be 10. 10 is the default. You can even change this also, totally depends upon you. After that, guys, we will say const canvas. We will use the method create canvas 320 by 240, whatever the default value you pass, and then we will get the context. We will get the context here, the 2D context. Similarly we do in the browser also. After that, for each file, guys, request.files, for each image file, what we will do, we will await load image. As you can see, it's a async function, so we can use await here. We will use the load image function that we are extracting. We will pass the file dot buffer, as we are storing the files in the buffer, so we can use the buffer. And here we will say ct draw image. We will draw this image on this 0 by 0, 320 by 240. And then we will say encoder dot add frame, and then we will pass the context. That's all. And after that, guys, we have this method encoder dot finish, and then we will redirect the user to a request /preview / the actual GIF file name. So this request we do need to make, guys. After the GIF is generated, we will be showing it in the preview section. So let me just see if it is working or not. If I select the images, provide the delay, which is 1000. So now you can see it cannot get this request, but if I check in the public folder, our GIF animation, you can now see, guys, it is successfully created, this GIF animation. I think some error has been taking place. Let me check. Okay, sorry, here we need to provide an attribute, guys, multiple, which allows you to select multiple images. So just put this here because we haven't selected multiple images. So just put here. After now you will be able to select multiple images, 4 files. So now you can see 4 files have been selected. This is an array. This is the first file, this is the second file, this is the third file, this is the fourth file. And now if you check the public folder, this is a GIF animation which is generated, guys. You will see that. Now we need to basically create a second file in the views folder, which is preview.ejs. So here we will be showing the preview, guys, of the animation. So what I will say in the preview file, this is a simple file, and here we do need to create our just go to index.js. We need to create this request. So whenever someone goes to this route, what should happen? So here what we need to do, we need to say app.get/preview/ and then the dynamic file name which will be there. So request response. So here, guys, what we need to say, GIF file name, and then we will say request.params.file name. So we will get the dynamic file name parameter right here, which is passed in the request, and then we will pass the actual GIF file, path.join dir name public and then GIF file name. That's all. You can see that. So after that we will pass it to the EJS template response.render, which is preview. We will pass it as an object, which is GIF file name and GIF path, like this. You can see that this is actual file name and this is a path. And now we need to basically make this file, which is preview.ejs. So we will basically get all this information, and now we simply need to display a live preview of it, GIF preview, and also a download button as well. So h1 GIF preview and image source, and here, guys, what we need to say / and here you will say GIF file name and alt is preview href GIF file name. Like this, and basically we also have to provide download here. So this makes it as downloadable. So first is the file name and then the actual download link. So now, guys, you can basically refresh your application and try once again. So this is a live preview which is shown to you, guys, and now we can simply download it. I think some error has taken place. Okay, this / is missing. This is a syntax, guys, to basically embed dynamic variables inside EJS. That's all. Click download, your output GIF file is downloaded. You will see that, guys. And once again, you can do this. Select a series of images. Let me select this one. 10 files have been selected, and delay, let's suppose, is 600 millisecond. So you can see that. You can even download it. The file has been downloaded. So you can basically go to the code, guys, and you can change the quality going to index.js. You can change this canvas width and height. You can even change the quality as well, or the images quality. It's a great module which is GIF encoder and canvas. If you need the full source code, guys, the link is given in the description of the live stream with all the directory structure. And thank you very much, guys. Please hit that like button, subscribe the channel as well, and I will be seeing you in the next live stream.